Good morning slash afternoon slash evening, depends on when this video is released. Hello Pokefans, my name is Matt and welcome back to a brand new video of our seasonal rank climb where we use a team built from scratch to get as far as we can. Now I know it's a very weird intro and everything, but it's just been one of those days. So we won't take too much of your guys' time. We will be doing our matches in just a minute. I just want to say thank you for your patience. I didn't release a video yesterday because I was already at work and couldn't really get out in time to bring out a video for you guys. And even today, when I'm starting to record this, I don't know when it will be released, but you will have the video for today. And then after that, I'll be updating the team and then we'll be recording for the rest of the week. So you won't have two videos for me today, will not, but I will have a video for tomorrow and Tuesday by the end of this one, I'm hoping. I do have a couple more things to do around the house and get myself cleaned up and get myself prepared for the rest of the week, but I will do my best to get all these things done so you guys don't have to worry about them. Anyways, that's it. That's all that I've got. Let's get into our matches and let's see how far we go. Okay, so we've got Incineroar, Fluttermane, Amoonguss, Urshifu, Dragonite, and Chien-Pao. This is kind of seeming like a normal way of seeing the teams now, which I 100% appreciate because you guys have no idea. I made Urshifu just so I can deal with the expanding force spam, and I haven't seen it in days. Either I am extremely lucky or people just use that to get the Master Ball tier, and then they just start actually using teams that are actually they're trying to play with. It's weird, but in this particular matchup, we do have a little bit that we have to work towards. We do have that Dragonite Chien-Pao combo that I have to worry about. So let's go ahead and get started with Dragapult and Tornadus. We'll bring in Incineroar after that. And I kind of want to bring in Urshifu. I don't know if he's going to be beneficial or not. Could outspeed the Fluttermane. I don't want to bring in Ogerpon. I think that would be a terrible decision, especially if I have to go up against like Amoonguss and stuff. We'll bring in Urshifu. We'll leave Sylveon and Ogerpon in the back. Now, in the last couple of days, you guys have been leaving me comments that I enjoy, right? They're really, really good. Like teaching Sylveon Shadow Ball. I'm going to be looking at Sylveon's moveset and see what I can teach her otherwise. Because while Pixelate is really, really good, I had built Sylveon like months ago before the regulation changes, so I have no idea what we could be using her now for, so it's gonna be very interesting. But we have Incineroar and Dragonite to start off. Intimidate goes off, will not touch Dragapult because of clear body, and I'll have to worry about, I mean, Fake Out still, well, Fake Out doesn't hurt or do anything to me, so we're gonna go ahead and protect here. And I'm going to Dragon Darts into Dragonite. Protecting here allows it so that if they switch into Chien-Pao, Terra Normal, do all that jazz. Extreme Speed doesn't go into Dragapult, but I will hit this Dragonite for quite a bit of damage. So that's what I'm hoping for. We might have been able to Fake Out or bait the Terra. Goes in the Dragonite. It is the Terra Normal. So is this the Choice Band Extreme Speed set? Maybe they're thinking that I will Terra. Maybe, I don't know. Here comes the Protect. Extreme Speed does nothing because it went for the Protect. And Dragon Darts hits the Dragonite and then hits the Incineroar. Knockoff goes over to Dragon. Oh. Knock off, people. Knock off. Just not able to withstand that attack so much. Let's go ahead and do the close combat with the Urshifu. Now, I know that Extreme Speed is still going to be coming in, but we could do this. We'll swap to the Incineroar so that way we get access to Intimidate, which is going to lower down that damage. And I'm just going to go ahead and close combat. And I'm going to do that to the Dragonite. Retreating Tornadus. Incineroar. Comes some minus. Oh, inner focus. Okay, so it's not multi-scale. Incineroar retreats. Out comes Chien Pao. That's going to lower on everyone's defenses. Extreme speed. Not enough for Urshifu. It's really close though. Close combat into that slot though is definitely going to knock out this Dragonite. Absolutely will. Now Chien Pao's going down next turn. Out comes Fluttermane. Yeah, he's definitely going down next turn. So I'm going to fake out the Chien Pao, and I'm close combining Chien Pao as well. Now, if it's not protect, okay, so they're going to ignore the fake out. So they'll live. Excuse me. They're going to ignore the fake out, and they're going to live with very little HP if it's sashed. A lot of people do the sash, though. It is sashed. Urshifu is going to go down to this Dazzling Gleam, though. Could also be Moonblast. But I'm now -2. There's the Dazzling. Urshifu goes down. Out comes Tornadus. Okay, so I kind of want to knock off whatever Fluttermane has. It's probably Specs. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm going to Terra, Bleak Wind. There we go. We'll save my Terra for now. That way, we don't take as much. Well, nope. Actually, never mind. This Dazzling Gleam's gonna hurt a lot. Sacred Sword into Incineroar. That's unfortunate. Dazzling Gleam knocks down Tornadus. I was an idiot. I thought, oh, well, I ignore fairies or take less damage because I will survive. No, that's not what happens. This is not what happened at all. I did fairly well. I didn't do as much as I would like to, though, but did fairly well. But that's okay. Dragapult especially is kind of throwing me off. With everyone having like dark type moves like knockoff, and I always forget, oh, he's a ghost type. I always forget that dark's strong against ghosts. And that kind of throws me off a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, he doesn't live against that attack because, you know, reasons why. So there's that. Probably need to either change out Dragapult or maybe respec him for something else. Maybe he'll survive. But after today's video, we'll see what we can do for him. If we need to switch him out to like maybe Golden Go, we can. Maybe we'll have a little bit more success with that Pokemon, but we'll see. For now, let's get to our next match. Okay, we got Lamora, Iron Crown, Weezing, Annihilate, Regieleki, and Weavile. Okay. This seems to be like a team that Aote would use. And if this is him, that's dope. If it's not, I'm sorry. You can always get in, join our Discord and just like kind of like chat. He's a nice type specialist. And I see Weavile there, but Weavile is still really, really good. I think they get Fake Out too. For our particular deal though, we're kind of in a rut. Because Incineroar can't be used, because Defiant is going to kick in. Well, they also have Weezing too, so let's bring in Urshifu, Tornadus, Ogerpon, and Dragapult. Let's try this. I dare not try to use Sylveon here. I think it'll be like the worst off spot. And even then, right, they have Regieleki who can set up the screens, who can also do a electro web, like do a lot of speed control stuff. So I'm trying to do my best to not do that, you know? Let's see. So they open up with Regieleki and Wheezing. Okay, so Prankster's gone. And Unseen Fist is also gone, as far as I'm aware. I kind of want to taunt Regieleki. Oh, I mean, he outspeeds me, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to Terra Dark, Wicked Blow into Regieleki. I'm going to take down Regieleki and kind of leave Wheezing alone for the most part. Like, yeah, it sucks that I don't have an ability right now, but neither does his. And if I could just stand with what I've got, I should be fine. Regieleki is going to do Electro Up, which is what I feared. No Transistor, so it's going to do very little to Urshifu. Wicked Blow. He does get the -1 in speed, but with the crit hit on the Regieleki, it goes down. Will-O-Wisp goes right into Urshifu. So now he's not going to be doing a whole lot of damage now. Alright, so what are you going to pick now? Weavile? Shiny. Let's go. Let's go and taunt the Wheezing. Swap out to Ogerpon. Need to get the -1 in speed off of Urshifu. I mean, he's already weaker because he's burnt, so I need just to taunt the Wheezing so that he can't do anything else to any of my other physical attackers for the time being. And hopefully I can do something else. Okay, Weavile comes out, which is totally fine. Taunt. So I do outspeed the Wheezing still. A lot of people do bulky builds. Sludge Bomb goes into the Tornadus. We're going to Tailwind. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the Weavile with Ivy Cudgel. It's neutral. It's not super effective, but that's totally fine. Triple Axle. So he's incredibly fast. Ivy Cudgel to that slot, and wham. Brings us down to Sash. Sludge Bomb. That's super effective against the Ogerpon. Go ahead and reintroduce Urshifu. Sucker Punch. And I'm going to Spiky Shield. Spiky Shield. Faint. Interesting. Wait. What? I Spiky Shield. So does that mean... What does that mean? I'm confused. Faint shouldn't break Spiky Shield. Like, I know that Ogerpon gets hit by it, but that shouldn't cancel the shield, right? Phantom Force. Withdrew Weavile, so Sucker Punch is going to fail again. So that sucks. Out comes Glamora. Phantom Force. Will-O-Wisp is going to fail. And we're going to Sucker Punch the Glamora because Toxic Debris doesn't work. There we go. Terra Dark, Sucker Punch. I was like, oh, that didn't hardly do anything. Yeah, but I'm burnt. That's why. Sludge Bomb. That's a KO. Interesting. Will-O-Wisp. Burns Dragapult. Interesting. And that's leftovers or not Black Sledge? I mean, it's the same thing. It's 3-on-1. Nah, I'm good. I'm burnt, so I'm not going to do hardly any damage. Regardless if I have my ability or not. No, 3-on-1. I'm not going to, like, make this last as long as I possibly can. So, it is what it is. Oh, so how do I... Obviously, we've been talking, like, in the comments and stuff like that. We are going to be making changes to, like, Dragapult. We're going to give him a fair shot before we completely, like, annihilate hit whatever build that we have for him currently. That being said, though, having a choice item on him is probably, like, the wrong decision. But we'll see. We'll see in the next one. Let's go. Okay, so in this particular match, we've got Chi-Yu, Ogerpon, Fluttermane, Gouching Fire, Raging Bolt, and Tornadus. So we have a lot of speedsters and then Pokemon that is going to take advantage of priority, as well as exploiting our weakness for special defenses. So that's interesting. Let's go ahead and bring out Tornadus and Ogerpon, Sylveon and Incineroar. Because most of them are special attackers outside of Ogerpon and Gouging Fire. So my guess is that they're going to try to use those as kind of like fillers while the special defenses are lowered by the Chi-Yu. I'm hoping that I get some counters in. So we'll see how everything goes. Okay. So Tornadus and Fluttermane to open. It's probably going to swap out to Chi-Yu in any minute. So we're going to go ahead and Tailwind so that we get the boost. And I'm going to go right into Fluttermane so I can get the KO. If, in fact, that it doesn't do that. Now, I don't know what item it was, if an item did activate for the Fluttermane, so I don't know. I won the coin toss, so they taunted after I tailwinded, which is terrible. The Ivy Cudgel now comes out and hits the Fluttermane. Is it a one-hit KO? It does. Crit takes down the Flutter. So there goes one of their biggest special attackers. But no swap out for Tornadus, though. I figured that's what they were going to do. But it was not that. Raging Bolt comes out after that. Dope. Okay, so now that we got that, let's go ahead and switch out to Sylveon. And I'm going to hit Tornadus with the Ivy Cudgel. Now, Tornadus is almost left to a very predicament spot, right? It can protect, it can tailwind, but it has to do something or take damage from Ogerpon. It can't attack. It would be the wrong decision to. I'm only saying that because if I was in that predicament, that's what I would do, and that makes the most sense. Sunny Day comes out, so it is going to lower down Ivy Cudgel, but it's also going to boost Raging Bolt's photosynthesis. Ivy Cudgel hits the Tornadus. drops it to half. Uses Solar Beam. Goes right into Ogerpon. Sylveon's going to go ahead and activate her Hyper Voice, and I'm going to protect with Spiky Shield. Take way less damage. No Terra. Thunderclap will fail, thinking that it would go to Ogerpon. Bleakwind Storm will also fail on the Ogerpon because it is protected. And it's not going to do a ton of damage to Sylveon. Sylveon's like a beast. Here comes Hyper Voice. Almost knocks down the Tornadus by itself. But it'll also activate the Throat Spray, giving me a boost in special attack. Okay. Let's go ahead and protect, and I'm going to swap to Incineroar now. Because I feel like Thunderclap's going to come out and try to hit Ogerpon again. And if they try to do like another Bleakwind Storm, cause a little bit of ruckus. So I'm going to come in, make the switch, protect, so that way I take minimal damage. And if a Thunderclap did come out, I take nothing. Right now, Sylveon's protected by anything that Raging Bolt can do outside of Thunderclap and maybe Thunderbolt. Thunderclap comes again, but it fails. Bleakwind Storm hits the Incineroar, and that's it. Okay, Tailwind's gone. Gonna Hyper Voice again. Actually, let's do a single target right over to that guy, and I'm going to Fake Out Tornadus. What you gonna do? Tornadus might go down here. Probably will. Now that Incineroar is actually like, he's hyper trained finally. I had no idea he wasn't. That kind of made me mad. I was so embarrassed. Terra comes up. Probably for the Raging Bolt. And it is. And you are Stellar Terra. Okay. That doesn't necessarily remove your weaknesses. It just makes your attack stronger. Fake Out. Hits the Tornadus. Now you get hit with the Rocky Helmet. He faints. Draco Meteor. Goes over to the Incineroar. Can't use it on Sylveon. Down goes Incineroar. There you go. Terra Blast. Terra Fairy. It's not even Terra Fairy. It's just Terra Blast right into that slot. Pixelate turns it in. Jesus. And, yeah, I think we'll just bring in our Tornadus now. Out comes Chiyu on their side. Out comes Tornadus on my side. Beats of Ruin. Fluttermane's down. So, yeah, it's just Chiyu. It's just Chiyu. Let's go and Yawn. And I'm gonna Tailwind so that I outspeed. I probably won't outspeed, you know, now, but it'd be funny. Heat Wave in the sun. That does quite a bit of damage to the Sylveon. We'll knock out Tornadus for sure. Yawn. Chiyu grew drowsy. And the sunlight's gone. Oh, we got the dub for this one. Because now I could just double protect and he can't do anything. There we go. Spiky Shield and Protect. And he's probably his Spect, so he's probably locked into that move. Okay. and asleep he goes. Alrighty. So now we'll go ahead and just Terra Blast and Ivy Cudgel. Here you go. One hit KO. I surmise that that was Spect, but I'm not 100% sure. It was a good change up for Tornadus to do Sunny Day so that your Photosynthesis mons get like a big boost, but I think you should have done that turn 1 instead of Taunt. Tailwind was already up on my side, so you already wasted a turn. And it's weird, right? I don't want to fault the guy for making that decision first, but I think doing either Tailwind or Sunny Day first just to get everything set up, because you know that a lot of people are using different items for Tornadus, but if you weren't equipped to deal with a Tailwind, you know, upped team and speed, I think the chances of coming out of that were very, very slim. I also believe that Terra Stellar for Raging Bolt was probably like the worst idea. I think you were just trying to get like an oomph on knocking down Incineroar, but you couldn't really do anything to the Sylveon. I think you should have like Thunderclap the Sylveon that way, but not the Incineroar. It was a good match all the way around. I think I would have played things just a little bit differently and definitely not had done Taunt turn 1. I would either done Tailwind or Sunny Day, but that's just me. Okay, we got Grimmsnarl, Thundurus, ooh, okay, Farigiraf, Iron Hands, Mungus, and Arcanine. Just the regular Arcanine? Let's go. So how do we do with this one? I don't know if we can, honestly. Let's do Tornadus and Sylveon. Ogerpon, and let's go Incineroar. I want to not use Dragapult or Urshifu here. I don't think either one of those is going to be beneficial. I think I would struggle a lot against this matchup. So I'm not 100% sure how my team would go against this one. I don't want to say it's all over the place, but I definitely see like Thunder Waves coming my way. You put up screens, Thunder Wave, and they make it so I can't use any, you know, priorities against you. It kind of puts me in a rough spot, honestly. Oh, let's see. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Arcanine and Grimmsnarl. Tornadus and Sylveon. Timidate goes off, doesn't really matter. Sylveon don't care. Can't taunt Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl could fake out. I'm gonna Tailwind. Is Arcanine gonna do what I think he's gonna do? Well, there's no one to Will-O-Wisp, so there's no reason to. I'm gonna Terra Blast into Grimmsnarl. I should like activate the voice, but it's not gonna do anything to Grimmsnarl. Not Grimmsnarl, but Arcanine. Fake out, goes into the Tornadus. Okay. I'm Tailwind anyway, because Covert Cloak says so. Which is the only reason why I have it still. Terra Blast into Grimmsnarl. No screens are up. That's still a lot of damage. Flare Blitz. Right into Sylveon. Hyper Voice. That's what I was thinking of. Hyper Voice. Let's activate the Bleakwind Storm. And I'm going to do the Hyper Voice. It's not going to do anything to Arcanine. Actually, let's swap. No, I'll let one of those two go down. I'll do Hyper Voice just so I can spread the love a little bit. With your Arcanine. It's not something I saw happening, but that's cool. Out comes Thundurus. Okay. Parting Shot. Goes on the Sylveon. Minus the special attack by 1 stage. Brings out Arcanine. I mean, that's cool. It's a shiny one, but I'm glad that I didn't swap now. This would have been terrible. Bleakwind Storm. Misses Thundurus, but it is going to hit the Arcanine. Drop the speed. Hyper Voice. There's very little damage to the Arcanine, but it is going to bring my special attack back to neutral. Taunt the Thundurus. Wait. We'll just continue on with the assault. I'll protect on Sylveon. I'm going to Terra so that Thundurus can't do anything to me. Because I don't want it to. Because it can taunt, it can do like Thunder Wave and stuff like that. I don't want any prankster stuff coming towards Tornadus whatsoever. I also want to ignore the electric attacks. Eerie Impulse. Okay. Out comes Bleak Wind Storm. It's going to miss the Arcanine. And the Thundurus himself. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and just taunt. Turn that off. I'm going to swap to Ogerpon now. No more Eerie Impulses for you. I don't want any of that. And you're not going to do anything to me. Unless you have like a mental herb, you're not doing nothing. I completely turned you off. If this works. Extreme Speed. Into the Ogerpon. Not enough. Taunt. Mental herb. You're not dark. Nope. Okay. Okay, Talon's gone. We just reapply it, and I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel to Arcanine slot. I should probably focus on Thundurus, but Arcanine is a little bit more dangerous, especially since he can just constantly swap out. So if he swaps now, okay, Thundurus is gonna go away. Probably gonna bring out Grimmsnarl. Yep, there's that. Protecting the Arcanine. Yep. He pretty much negated my turn. Now Fake Out can come back out. Ivy Cudgel to the protected Arcanine. So how this next turn's going to go? I'm going to Bleak Wind because he can't really do anything to me, but I'm going to Spiky Shield. I'm going to do damage to itself. And I'm hoping it's going to do both. I mean, you can still do Spirit Break on Tornadus, and that would do like a lot of damage. But I'm calling the Protect here, and I think the Fake Out's going to go to that slot. It is. So it's going to do damage to himself. I have Tailwind. I attack next unless this is Extreme Speed. It's not. Bleak Wind Storm. Comes in for the double KO. And I think they rage quit. And yep, they did. Cheers, folks. We got another Rager. That was a good match, right? He just misplayed a couple of times. I shouldn't say he. They misplayed a couple of times. Like, if they didn't focus on like the Fake Out, they would have put up the screens. The game would have been completely different. But because they didn't focus on the screens, they did Eerie Impulse on Thundurus instead of like anything else that's like predominantly good. Like, I know that I like Terra Darked my Tornadus, but you could have Thunder Waved the following turn. You could have Scary Faced the following turn. Anything else besides Eerie Impulse. I get it. Eerie Impulse is really good. And it's really, really hard, but a lot of those stats, and something I'm learning too, when I Eerie Impulsed someone twice, they were still knocking my guys out in one attack. And this is like Flutter Mane. So I'm like left, even on neutral hits, a Flutter Mane was still knocking people out after 2 successful Eerie Impulses. That's -4. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm just saying that. So it's good to have. I'm still trying to figure out what the calcs are for a lot of those things on different types of Pokemon. And I think, like, in hindsight, since I already got Tailwind off, there wasn't anything that Thundurus could have done. But I think they could have done something more like focused on Tornadus instead of worried about what Sylveon was doing or what my partner Pokemon was doing. They think that Tornadus isn't going to do anything. Bleakwind Storm may miss, but it hits for a lot. So just something to consider. Let's get to our next match. Okay, so we've got Gyarados, Ursaluna, this is Blood Moon, Entei, Galarian Moltres, Grimmsnarl, and Sinistcha. What are we going to do, guys? This is obviously a Trick Room-esque team that wants to slow people right down because reasons. This is great. Okay, so I honestly think that we should just go hot and heavy right off the bat. So let's bring over Dragapult and actually not Dragapult. We'll bring out Urshifu and Tornadus, Ogerpon so that we can deal with, Ursaluna. We can deal with Entei. And then I kind of want to bring over Sylveon to be able to deal with Moltres as well as Grimmsnarl. He's not going to be able, or Sylveon isn't going to be able to do a whole lot to like the rest of the squad. But against those two, I think that we'll have like a really good way of dealing with them. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. Grimmsnarl and Gyarados. With Urshifu and Tornadus. Intimidate goes off, which is totally fine. Urshifu really hates it, but it's fine anywhere else. We're going to go ahead and taunt the Gyarados so that we don't get hit with not sucker punches, but thunder waves. And I'm going to swap out to Sylveon for the fake out that might come from Grimmsnarl. Can also be a screener build. Fake out goes in Tornadus. Taunt into the Gyarados. Gyarados can't Thunder Wave. I'm going to go ahead and Tailwind. And I'm going to Hyper Voice to proc the Throat Spray. But Grimmsnarl is probably going to have Parting Shot. Tailwind goes off because I'm faster out of the two. I can't do anything to... Oh, Grimmsnarl doesn't do anything. Do a decent amount of damage to the Gyarados, but I did it. Grimmsnarl almost half. Waterfall comes out, hits the Tornadus, does a lot of damage. Spirit Break follows up and will do -1 special attack on the Sylveon, so it makes it neutral again. Okay. We'll follow up with how's my Tailwind? Tailwind's okay, it's 3 turns. I don't really have anything to worry about then. Yeah, well, Bleakwind Storm, and I'll go straight Terra Blast into the Grimmsnarl. Sucker Punch knocks out Tornadus. Interesting, you have Sucker Punch. Interesting. But I'm still going to Terra Blast. Right into the Grimmsnarl. Knocks it out. No screens. So we have Fake Out, not Parting Shot, Spirit Break, and Gyarados shook off the taunt. Okay. You can shake off the taunt all you want. Out comes Urshifu. Out comes Sinistcha. Hospitality heals up Gyarados quite a bit. We're going to Wicked Blow the Sinistcha because I feel something coming on. And I'm going to Yawn the Gyarados because I think I think Sinistra's gonna swap out, right? I think that's what's gonna happen. Terra? No, they're gonna Terra it instead. Okay. Terra on the Sinistra, turn it to water. Yep. Now it doesn't take as much damage on the Wicked Blow. Wicked Blow. Bam. Brings it down to a little less than, little more than half. Yawn hits the Gyarados. Waterfall hits the Urshifu. And Trick Room activates. Okay. Tailwind lasts for one. Oh, okay. Swap to Ogerpon. And I'm going to protect. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, now what? Strength up. Attack drops. Heals up. That's a good decent amount, but Sylveon protected itself and it goes to sleep. Talon's gone. Let's go and Woodhammer the Sinistra. And I'm going to go ahead and yawn the Sinistra now. Gyarados is fast asleep. Matcha Gotcha. Burns the Sylveon. Oh no. There's the yawn. Out comes the Woodhammer. Not enough for the one-hit KO, but it gets really, really close. And oh, Sylveon lasts with 1 more HP. Yeah, we'll just double protect. You guys are asleep. Sylveon's dead next turn. They faint, so I can't do anything about it. But Ogerpon is hanging out like a champ. Matcha Gotcha's gonna come out. There it is. Gyarados is still fast asleep. Sylveon goes down. And now Sinistra goes to sleep. Bring right back out Urshifu, who's not intimidated. Let's go ahead and strike down the Gyarados, I think. Yeah, let's attack the Gyarados. Sinistra is still asleep. Ivy Cudgel. Gyarados wakes up. Oh, I knew it. Oh, Thunder Wave. Oh, on the Ogerpon? Okay. I'm okay with that. You half my speed. I'm now slower than Sinistra, I think. Wicked Blow. Right into Gyarados. Crit. Goes down. Now Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Oh, this is even worse. Out comes Ursaluna. Vacuum Wave is going to come out. It's going to hit someone. Oh, I haven't used my Terra yet, right? Oh, dang it. I could have used it on Urshifu, but I don't think it would have been a good call. Protect on the Ursaluna. Sinistra's still asleep. Oh, that was a protect. Obviously. Wicked Blow. Bop. Down goes Sinistra. Hurt a little bit from the Rocky Helmet. No Trick Room. I think 3 of the Pokemon are knocked out now. I think Ivy Cudgel goes into the Protect. We'll see what happens. Yep, it's the last one. Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to Spiky Shield. I have not used my Terra yet. Let's go for it. I'm going to go for it. The Thunder Wave is what's really scaring me. Body Aspect. +1 of my special defenses. Wicked Blow. Bop. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, Ivy Cudgel, here we go. +1 into a slot where it's super effective. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't use it last turn for Urshifu. I was afraid of Vacuum Wave, and Dark types are weak against Fighting types. So it's like, oh, if I use it now and they use Vacuum Wave, that hits Urshifu, he gets knocked out, and it's literally Ogerpon versus 2 Pokemon, and I'm not targeted into Sinistra. Like, that's not good. That's not good at all. But I'm so glad that worked out the way that it did. I wasn't aware that Trick Room would have fallen down, so that was dope. I was not expecting that whatsoever. But that's all of our matches. So let's get this going, shall we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, Pokefans alike, we are currently 65 matches in, 30 wins and 35 losses. Our current ranking in the standing is 19,319. We're so far away from our record, but we are having fun and learning the limits of our team, and we can now start making changes to what we see is a better fit. And like I said in the beginning of the video, we didn't make any changes to the team now, but in the next one for Monday, you'll see that, and I'm going to get this video up and rendered. I'm hoping that it doesn't come out way too late, but if it does, it does. I can't really fix anything like that. So I'll have videos Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday prepped after this, and the changes to the team and different move sets and all of that will make sense in the later videos. Keep up with the discussions though, because there's a good chance that I haven't started recording either one of those days, or I can make changes in the interim, so it's not that problematic for me. But for now, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I want to thank you guys for watching up to this point. I definitely appreciate you. Do me one last favor by leaving a like on the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Go ahead and leave a comment down below, leave a suggestion, or let me know how I did in my matches. What would you do in the interim? And I do reply to any and all comments that you guys leave behind. If you guys don't want to talk on the platform, you guys can follow me elsewhere on Twitter and on Discord, where I created those for you, and they're free. They're in the description down below. You can just come hang out and I will talk to you as much as I possibly can. If you are a brand new viewer of mine, please consider watching more videos and see if you like what I do. And if you do, hit the subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, please do that anyway, because it does help out the channel, helps out the videos grow, and it lets me know that you guys like what you see. And if you guys want to be notified when I upload next, hit the notification bell on the right and select it to all to be notified. I do plan on releasing for the rest of the week, but things could come up. I'm not signing up for overtime Saturday, so you guys should be completely fine with that. But I just want to let you guys know ahead of time, that's what it should be. I'm also going to start streaming soon, now that I'm not doing as much overtime, but I've also figured out the times that I wanted to stream, and I'm able to block those out effectively. I'll let you guys know in the upcoming days when that officially starts. It should have started on the 1st, and then overtime came up, so I couldn't dedicate that much time, but I'm going to start dedicating time now. So without further ado, that's all that I've got. Thanks for watching. And until next time, I hope you have a great day. Peace.